Just breathe.
What else can I talk about?
Let's do the skin.
Where do we go now?
You got this. Golly.
Coming, I'm retarded. Any smaller than that, then it's just getting too close to being a clown bike. What up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. In this episode, I'll be breaking down a full bike check of my current build in the rain. So it only makes sense to start out with the frame. I'm running a signature AYS United frame, limited edition. It is in 21 and comes in metallic champagne and raw. Obviously, I'm running the metallic champagne. It has a 75.5 head tube angle, 9-inch standover height, 11.7 bottom bracket height, a 12.8 rear end center to center. So if you'll notice on the back end of this bike, the bottom chainstay, I designed to kind of have a little curve into the wheel area. That was to give it a little more clearance because I like to do lucky grinds, and I was always getting on the bottom side of the chainstay grind mark. I just figured to have, you know, less friction and more clearance would be best. It does not come with the gyro tab holes. That was a bit of a blunder within Taiwan and us getting information to them in time. So if you're a gyro person, we apologize, but you'll probably have to tap your own holes for that. Currently running a straight cable just because I haven't had the opportunity or chance to do it myself. Probably the next build, I will throw the gyro back on for nostalgia's sake. The bike itself is pretty beat up. It's not in the best condition. I've neglected to take care of its overall hygiene, I guess you could say. So I apologize for the mess that it is in. It is 7 months old and it has held up completely fine for me. I've traveled to Costa Rica, all around the States, and it's been really good for me so far. So yeah, all the mud that you see on here is actually from Costa Rica, just because I just didn't care about cleaning it while I was over there. If you haven't seen those videos, go check them out. That was a pretty fun little experience. But the mud is from the quad when I would go back and forth to the skate park in town, just hitting potholes everywhere and just splashing mud. And I don't know, I just thought it was nice and something I would keep on the bike until it was time to clean it up. But obviously I haven't. So it is just a dirty bike now and I like it. All right, so we're gonna go next with the bars. And those are my signature United Martinez bars. They come in 30 inches wide, 9.25 high, 10-degree back sweep, 2-degree up sweep. I personally cut them down from 30 to 28 inch. It's just a personal preference. I've always enjoyed smaller bars. For the headset, I'm running the Cinema Lift Kit headset with the taller stack spacer on there. For the stem, I'm running my Cinema Signature Martinez stem in polished. It comes with a 48mm reach and a 22mm rise. So when I designed this stem, I really wanted it to be a good happy medium in between a top load and a front load, just because I ran a front load for so long. So that's why it's a kind of a good happy medium with 22mm rise in there. I prefer that. I think it just has that classic top load look, something that I think complements this bike really well, just seeing I'm an older rider. For the brakes setup, I'm running the Odyssey, I believe, mono lever, and it is tapered down to a single cable barrel adjuster attached to a set of kink brakes with Odyssey clear brake pads. For my wheels, I'm running Cinema Hubs plastic hub guards on both sides with the Cinema 888 wheels covered in Nathan Williams signature Cinema tires. For my pegs, I am running the Cinema Dakota Roche pegs in 4.5. They are still inserts covered with plastic sleeves. All right, moving on to the pedals, we're running the plastic Cinema Chad Curley signature CK pedals. Those are the pedals that I currently ride and have been riding for several years now. For the cranks, I'm running the Animal cranks in 160mm. I really enjoy the shorter cranks because I run 4 pegs, so obviously I get a little bit more clearance within the back foot and the back peg. I think also just having my feet closer together, just centered and not so spread out for my hips, and then just the alignments of that being centered over the bike more really helps. It's something I've just preferred over the years. You know, obviously it's gradually gotten smaller throughout the years from 180s to 175, yada, yada, yada. I've finally landed with 160mm, but to be honest, I really would like to try 155 and then even 150s if I can find some, to be honest. But any smaller than that, then it's just getting too close to being a clown bike. For the seat, I'm running a United older model Reborn seat. My seat post is just a Cinema seat post that I had obviously powder coated to match as well. All right, so next up in the drivetrain, I'm running this Cinema Real Sprocket in 28. 28 is just something I really prefer. I think it's a good happy medium for the gearing. I forgot to mention the rear hub is a 9-tooth as well. My chain is a Cinema half-link chain. All right, for my grips, they are the old Duo signature grips that I had. I only have probably like 3 pair left. So if anybody's got the hookup on where to find some more of these things, let me know. Hard to come by, hard to find, that's for sure. What up, Duo? I need some grips. All right, for my bar ends, I'm running kink metal bar ends, but they are the ones with the little metal screws in them, so I apologize for not knowing the model. All right, going back to the front end, it's a 75.5 head tube angle with 18-degree offset fork. I know that's a bit crazy, a bit steep, but it's something that I just wanted to try. Do a lot of nose manuals, and I think it's nice to pop in and out of having that geometry. I've never really noticed a huge difference like affecting my riding. I'm sure if I went back to like a normal offset fork and a 75-degree head tube angle, I'd probably have a hard time. I don't know. When it comes to bike and geometry, I don't really like pay attention to much of it. I just kind of ride it and adjust accordingly and just figure it out. The bike overall has been great. I have no issues with it. I really have been enjoying the ride. It's probably one of my favorite bikes, the coolest color ways that I've had in a long time, that's for sure. All right, I'm gonna wrap up the episode of the bike check there. I'm sure I left out several details. So if you notice anything that I didn't talk about and specifics that you would like to know about, hit me up in the comments and I'll try my best to get back to you with those details. Other than that, this has been my bike for several months. I really enjoyed it. Nothing has gone wrong with it. If you're looking for a signature AYS United frame, there are 15 left in stock. Sure, you can find something that you like in the frame sizes and the colors that we have, raw and metallic champagne. If you're interested, go check out the United website. For the stem, we still have those available. They're actually on discounted sale. So if you need a top load 48mm stem, go check out the Cinema website and help your boy out. You know, I still get royalties from that stuff, so it'd be nice to get a couple bucks off these stems still these days. That's it for my bike check, and I appreciate y'all checking out the channel again. Later.